Hey, what is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video of my sports, Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over the main event and the co-main event for UFC 260 for Saturday, March 27th, 2021. I'm going to show you both sides of the fight, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And if for some reason you're curious to know who I'm picking in these games, you'll have to join my Patreon where my picks are always in writing, underlined, and italicized. For more information on that, please read the description of this video. I wish you guys the best of luck in your picks today. Let's go ahead and get into the fights. So we're going to do the main event, Stipe Miocic. I'm going to butcher these guys' names, so forgive me ahead of time. Stipe Miocic versus Francis Ngannou. And then Tyrone Woodley versus Vincent Luke. Again, I apologize for butchering these guys' names. I'm just bad at pronouncing names. But we're going to look at these two fights, the main and the co-main. So what I have here is my daily numbers on one side, date numerology, Gregorian, Hebrew calendar. And then on this side I have what I call the game numbers. And so up here, UFC 260, wrote out the 260, what it sums to. UFC Apex is the arena. Las Vegas, Nevada, the weight class, heavyweight. So this is the first fighter right here. This is Stipe. His birthday to and from. His name Gematria. His fight record. Is he on a win streak, losing streak? His UFC record, and then his title record. In the middle here is the last name head-to-head versus Gematria, and then this is the second time these two are fighting each other. And then right here is Francis' name Gematria, his birthday to and from, his fight record, if he's on a win streak, lose streak, and his UFC record. Alright, so main event. Actually, let's get to the main event next. We'll do the co-main first. Right here we got Tyrone Woodley, Vincent Luke. Same structure, same built out. So let's do the co-main event first. 86th day of the year, 190th day, 14th day, 14-7, 141, 327. This is actually my birthday, 327, my birthday. Believe it or not, I turned 35 years old today on the 35th day, on the day with 35 date numerology. I was born in the year 86, on the 86th day of the year. All right, anyway. I'm one of them. I'm scripted. My life, it's scripted. I'm one of them. Okay, anyway. Tyrone Woodley, Vincent Luke. So what's hard about this is both Tyrone Woodley and Vincent, they both can get their 20th win for their career. And the reason why that's tough is because today has 71 date numerology on the Gregorian. 71 is the 20th prime number. So it's having to decide who's going to get the 20. Is it Tyrone or is it Vincent? I think Vincent's a pretty good favorite in this. Tyrone's a decent size underdog. That doesn't mean anything though. Just because upsets happen all the time. But Tyrone Woodley, his name sums to 133. And this fight is taking place in Las Vegas, Nevada, 133. And it also sums to 245. Vincent, it's 245 days till his next birthday, which is his 30th birthday. And I think that's somewhat significant because the number 30 sums to 35. And today has 35 date numerology on the Gregorian. So it's 245 days till his 30th birthday. 30 lines up with the Gregorian date numerology. The 245 lines up with the location, Las Vegas, Nevada, 245. 133, Tyrone Woodley, 133. If Vincent wins this fight, he would become 13-3, like 133 for a UFC fight record. What troubles me about this, though, is I've seen this type of pattern, this 133 pattern, not hit. And not only once or twice, but I've seen it not hit numerous times. I've seen people come in as a heavyweight, which sums to 133, Las Vegas, Nevada, 133, their name summed to 133. And them just not getting a 13-3 record or anything like that. Or even not even getting their 48th win, knowing 48 sums to 133. But anyway, I've seen the 133s not hit enough for me to question it. It is interesting though because 245 days till his 30th birthday, Las Vegas, Nevada equals 133 and 245. So maybe that's an extra boost for it. But I'm not overly stoked on it. I can see it, but I'm not overly stoked. Tyrone Woodley, he's on a 3-fight losing streak. He can get his 4th fight loss in a row. Vincent's on his 2-fight win streak. He has 3-fight. If there's a 3-5, 4-3 connection here, Las Vegas, Nevada, again, 133, 245. Also sums to 43. Tyrone Woodley can get his 4th loss in a row as Vincent gets his 3rd. So now you have 3 numbers of the Las Vegas, Nevada Gematria, which is making the 245 and the 13-3 a little bit more stronger, in my opinion. What else do we have here? Woodley versus Luke, 216, 63, 162, 63. Let's look at some number properties here. So 2061. Let's see if that's anything. 2061. This would be Woodley's record if he wins. No number properties. Let's look at 1971. 1971. Number properties, no. Let's look at for his UFC record 10-5-1. 10-5-1. 177th prime number. Is there a 177 on the board? 177, 177, no 177s on the board. So 177th prime, 961. 31 square has a 961 has a square root of 31. So is there a 31 connection? Not even a 31 connection. So no, neither of them. What does 31 sum to? 109, 46, 53, 31 is the 11th prime number. So if he becomes 961 for a UFC record with the loss, the 31st, what was it, square root? Yeah, square root of 31. 31 is the 11th prime number. 11 sums to 63 and 27. It is his 27th fight for his for his career. Excuse me. Let me take a drink of water. It is his 27th fight for his career. And Woodley versus Luke sums to 63 and 63. Just like 11 sums to 63 and 27. So maybe that's an indirect connection against Tyrone. It is the 325th day of his 38-year-old age. I know 325 has number properties. 325, 25th triangular number. 41, 42 days till his 39th. 41 the 13th prime. I just don't see a whole lot either way. Vincent, it's his 121st day of his current age. 121 has a square root of an 11. So he might have an 11 thing indirectly. 121, 63, 63, 961, square root of 31, 31. And then 11 sums to 27 and 63. 121 has a square root of 11. His 29th birthday. Let's see if Vincent has any number properties. 27 and 1. 27 1 for his record if he were to win. No. What about 1981? 1981. Properties, nope. You know, I'm not crazy about this fight. I've basically been given most of it to Vincent, the number connections. But either one of them get their 20th win. If Vincent were to lose, what would it look like? He would get his 8th loss. Here's something. So Tyrone Woodley sums to 52. And if Vincent were to be upset by Tyrone Woodley, he would become 12 and 4 for a UFC record with the loss. 12 and 4. 52 sums to 124. It also sums to 38. It being the 325th day of Tyler Wood's 38 age. It also sums to 43. We talked about that number. Las Vegas, Nevada sums to 43. What else? What else? I'm really not seeing a whole lot jump out. Get his 10th win. If we did 20, 20 has 107, 26, 55, and 28. 107 is the 28th prime number. It makes me think Vincent. It's his 28th fight. His name, Vincent Luke, sums to 55. He can get his 20th win. 20 sums to 28 and 55 in his 28th fight. I don't know. I'm gonna have to continue to look at this to find out a narrative for Tyrone. Because right now I like Vincent, but I'm not convinced at the same time because I know this 133. I've seen the 133 so many times not even come through. It just makes me hesitant on it. Um, and then with them both getting their 20th win, it's a toss-up. But Vincent does have connection to 20. His name's 55, 28th fight, 20 sums to 55 and 28. A 245 to his 30th birthday. Las Vegas 133 and 245. You know, Tyrone can get his 4th loss. He can get his 3rd win. Las Vegas, Nevada 43. 10-5-1. 2-6-1. I mean, it would be this 12-4. Tyrone 52. And you know what? I'm completely messing over this right here. So Tyrone Woodley. So here, this would be another narrative for Tyrone Woodley before I cut it short. Woodley versus Luke sums to 216 and 162, which are anagrams of each other. And Tyrone Woodley could become 26 and 1 with the win. 2-6-1, 2-1-6, 1-6-2. There's a lot of there's connection there, right? So if you drop the 0 and then you just look at the 2, the 6, and the 1, Woodley versus Luke, 2-6-1, 1-6-2. All three of these numbers are anagrams of each other. So that's what I would give Tyrone. Would be that right there. That's not a bad look. 8th loss. What would be the 8? I'm going to say the 124, the anagrams of 162, 216, 26-1 would be Tyrone, and then the 133, 133, 133 would be Vincent. All right, well, I'm going to move on to the next one. Hopefully this helps a little bit. I know it wasn't a whole lot, but it gives you a good jumping off starting point. And to add more information to this, let's go on to the main event. Stipe Miocic versus Francis Ngannou. This one's interesting because Francis, his birthday, to and from, maybe spelling out the fight, but it's tricky, and I'm going to tell you why it's tricky. Francis, it's the 204th day of his current age, and with the loss, Stipe would become 20 and 4 for a record like 204. It's a total span of 163 days till his 35th birthday, today with 35 date numerology on the Gregorian. It's also a day leaving 163 left on the Hebrew Civil. Francis could become 16 and 3 for a record. So the 204th day of his age and a total span of 163 days till his next birthday, Francis could be 16 and 3 and Stipe could be 20 and 4. Simple as that. Stipe would sit on 20 wins for his career, 71 date numerology, 71 the 20th prime number. Miocic versus Ngannou equals 71. But this is where it starts to get tricky. Because even though he can sit on 20 and, you know, it sums to 71 the 20th prime, Stipe, he won the first fight. So if he wins again, he would become 2-0 like 20 head to head against Francis. And on top of that, he would become 7-1 in title fights in the last 8 fights that he's done, like 71 the 20th prime number. It is a day with 14 date. Excuse me. It is the 14th day of the Hebrew religious year, 14/1, and Stipe can get his 14th UFC win, and he can also get his 21st career win. And 21 sums to 141. It being the 14th day of the first month on the Hebrew, the 14th day of the year. So, Even though Francis, his birthday to and from 204, 163. Francis could be 163. Stipe 204, 163 left on the Hebrew, 71st day, or 71 date numerology on the Gregorian, the 20th prime. It looks really good, but it's tricky at the same time because Stipe could just go ahead and beat Francis 2 times in a row, like 20, 2-0, and then he would become 7-1, like 71 the 20th prime. And then he would get his 14th UFC win. He'd get his 21st win overall, 14th day on the Hebrew, 14/1, 21 sums to 141. So not an easy look. Not as easy as you may want it to be. He's on a 2-fight win streak and get his 3rd win. He's on a 4-fight win streak and get his 5th win. So is it going to be 5-2 or is it going to be 3-4? Francis, if we just look at the 16, nothing jumps out. I know 16 sums to 96, 33, something. 96, 33, 93, 39. Doesn't jump out. I know Francis, name sums to 156 and 66. And 33 sums to 156, 66. And 141. It's the 14th day of the first month. 16 sums to 33. It could be an indirect connection there with the 16 number. It's a 16th fight, 13 UFC fight. Let's see if that has any number properties. 1913. 1913 is the 293rd prime. 293 is the 62nd prime. Anybody with 62 going on? No. UFC 260, 260 sums to 176. Stipe Miocic sums to 176. $15.4. What sums to $15.4? 93? Yeah, 93 sums to $15.4 and 62. 21. Let's do a 213. 213. 213 sums to 96 and 93. These are tough. These are tough fights. These are not gimmies at all. 93 sums to 143. I don't know. I kind of like the underdog here a little bit. I kind of like Stipe to go 2-0. But as I say that, Francis, he can get his 11th UFC win as he goes 1-1 head-to-head against like an 11. Tough one. All right. Well, not gonna take up too much more of your guys' time. I've given you guys an idea of both sides here for each fighter, both sides here for Tyron Woodley and Vincent, and it's just gonna be up to you to determine what you like best out of this. One more thing for Francis though that I'm gonna leave you with. Hebrew Religious. It is the 14th day. Stipe could get his 14th win, UFC win, but 14 sums to 112. And Francis could become 11-2, like 112 for a UFC record with the win. So is it going to be the Francis birthday, 204, 163? He becomes 16-3, 204. Or is it going to be a little bit more clever than that? And Stipe's going to do 2-0, 7-1, 21-14. And same thing goes down here as well. So I wish you guys the best of luck. Hopefully this helps. And thanks for watching.